Good evening and welcome to our Ogden City Council meeting for August 19th, 2014. Let the roll call reflect that all council members are present, and inasmuch as the agenda indicates that Councilmember White will be electronic for this meeting, but she actually is here. She's not a hologram. She's not really electronic. She's really here, but everybody's here today. And we will turn the time to Vice Chair Gochnour for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please rise and join us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Please join us for a moment of silence. Thank you. Next item on our agenda is approval of minutes. First minutes are the regular meeting of April 22nd, 2014. Councilmember Wicks.
Thank you, Chair Heyer. I've reviewed those minutes and found them to be correct.
And for the special meeting of June 10th, 2014, Councilmember Stevens.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I reviewed those and make a motion that we accept the minutes as been presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember Stevens, seconded by Councilmember Blair to approve the minutes. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Next item is a report from the Planning Commission, and we'll, Mr. Stevens?
Mr. Chair, since I'm the petitioner, I ask to be excused from this segment of the agenda.
Yeah, it's granted. Thank you. We'll call you back in when we're done talking. Don't go too far away.
Mr. Chair and members of the council, the city received a petition requesting an honorary name be given of Scott's Way to the 9th Street section between Monroe and Harrison. The Planning Commission reviewed this petition in their August 6th meeting, and as they discussed this issue, they looked at the requirements the city has in terms of honorary street names. They first looked at is there any adverse impact by doing such a name as an honorary designation? Unlike other street name changes you've dealt with before, 9th Street is still the name of the street also, so mailing addresses can be either or, and it doesn't require post office changes or anything else like this. And so the Planning Commission looked and felt this does not impact services. There's nothing else called Scott's Way in the city. And so in terms of emergency services and other services, there's not an impact. This section of 9th Street actually dead ends, terminates at Monroe, even though it continues down below the hill. The western edge in this part is Monroe. And since the school does front this part of 9th Street, they also felt that there's good reason to give the honorary designation named of Scott's Way to this portion of 9th Street, which is the second item that needs to be found in giving honorary name designations, is that there's some civic or important reason for that designation. Again, with the high schools we have in Ogden City, we feel this is a matter of community pride to be able to identify the mascots, if you will, of those schools, and then have those streets that are in front of those schools have those designations. And the Planning Commission, in their recommendation to you, unanimously recommended that the honorary name be considered for approval.
Might be well to note that even the alumni from Ogden High recommended approval.
They all had to make comments, though, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah. And I look at your tie. I should have worn my tartan tie today and had mine on, too. I forgot I should have brought that.
Signage will be put up as well?
Once you approve this, you'll need to set the public hearing for the designation. Once it's approved, then that allows the ability to go ahead and proceed to develop the signs and have them installed. Our Public Works people, have that sign made. There is a fee as part of that installation that is paid for for this work. But once that happens, then they can go ahead and do that.
Other questions for Mr. Montgomery?
And so you'd mentioned people can use it as their mailing address
They
too?
could, under the honorary designation.
The post office will figure it out and find them.
Yeah. But most people won't go to that length to change their mail, but.
Unless
but you
they
could.
have school pride.
That's right, you could, you could.
And is that portion of Harrison UDOT?
Yeah, once you hit Harris, well, let's see. No, that portion is not UDOT, that's city.
That's ours.
That is city there. We stop, UDOT stops at Canyon Road, 12th Street.
Any more questions? All right, thank you. All right.
Well, I'm sitting next to the plaid tie, so I'll go ahead and make a motion that we set the public hearing for September 2nd, 2014.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion by Vice Chair Cochner, seconded by Councilmember Wicks to set the public hearing for September 2nd. And this is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Now, we do have our student body officers here. Well, at least the president is here. We should have given you a minute to say something ahead of time, but do you want to do it now? We really don't have, but nothing you want to add? Okay, well, we appreciate you being here and your advisor as well. We'll see you on September 2nd. We'll need you here that day.
Can we get bagpipes?
And can we get bagpipes? All right, that'd be great. Yeah, if you keep them out in the foyer, and we'll be good. All right, thank you. All right, the next item on our agenda is public comments. This is an opportunity to address the council regarding your concerns or ideas. Please state your name and address clearly for the record and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Is there anyone that would like to come forward and give us comments? Seeing no movement, Mr. Mayor, he's not here. Mr. Johnson.
Not? We start this morning with the cold water bucket challenge with Casey. I don't know if you saw him on Channel 2 this morning, so I was surprised he didn't challenge each one of you to the cold water. And I heard that he got 4 buckets of ice poured on him, so kind of sounds cold.
Sounds like it.
But other than that, I have nothing tonight. Thank you.
Council members, comments? I will just pipe in and say there has been comments that we have received that it's taken too long to get Scott's Way to this point. Since the school has been in place for several years now, and the street has been blocked off since that time, and so it's about time, and so we're kind of happy that it's moving that way.
And was it Jackson was Scott's Way
Jackson used to be
before, so
Scott's
it was
Way
kind of
between 9th and 7th.
Maybe inadvertently
Might have been overlooked.
removed and overlooked
Yep.
with the.
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Chair, I would like to thank Chair Heyer for his help on this, too. He was instrumental in producing the information, and when both of us got working on it, then was able to accomplish what we wanted to do, so.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. This is a voice vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? As a reminder, there is a city council work session that will be held immediately following this meeting, and we will discuss the recreation vision and council business.